you can use OBS, that's fine. Members chat, that okay. Yeah, I'm using quick templates, we're good. Okay, let's do this. So I posted in SPX alerts. I went in the past on SPX chart and I basically saw this candle here. So usually if you see my examples in how to draw structures in education channel, we buy wicks of the zone. Perfect. Same example, exactly the same candle. So I bought here, I alerted it, it went up. I made like $1,000 on this move. I think one or two contracts, something like that, right? So similar candle, but there's a caveat. What's the caveat? Are we in an uptrend or downtrend? So how this works is, guys, you actually, before you decide to buy calls or puts, and I discuss this in every single of my voice goals or even the YouTube video, you want to identify the trend. What's the trend right now on, I don't, let's not even discuss the 1 hour right now, but usually this is my view. I have the 1 hour on the right, right? So if I go back in time now, I'll show you that later actually, because I don't want to give you the answer that way. Okay, so when someone asks you this question, or if someone, let's say someone asked me this question, would you buy calls because it's wicking at your zone, right? No, it's not that simple. The answer to that question is nothing. Need more clarity. So whoever voted the third one is the winner. You shouldn't be buying calls here, uh, like that, or even puts. I mean, there's no case for puts, but yeah, most of the people got tricked thinking this is like we buy calls here. But let me show you why. So the first thing that you want to do is this. You go into the path. First thing, you want to identify whether you're in a bullish trend or a bearish trend. So if you look closely, the last wave was bullish, right? So if I start drawing it from here, like how I've been teaching you guys, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this was the wave. Although it started from here, I'm just like cutting it short. I just started from here, okay? Just to give you guys an idea, right? But what happened after that though, right? Did we make any more new highs? It looks like we did. So if I was to continue, let's start from here this time. Higher low, higher high, higher low. Is this a higher high? It kind of is. Is this a higher low? Yes. Is this a higher high? Yes. And then after that, this was the top of this wave, option H. And then after that, what happened? What's my last higher low? Is it this? You can call it that, but you know, like a real higher low here is actually this one. This one here. I'm gonna delete this line so you guys don't get confused. And I'm gonna call it a 15 minutes higher low of this wave going up, right? And then what happened after that? So if you were following my zone strategy in this case, if you notice, price broke below the zone, 15 minutes candle closed at 5 a.m. on December, if you were trading futures, let's say, and then you would take a puts entry on one of these candles, okay? Because it's rejecting of a zone, right? And there's more reasons to that. I'll get to that later, but let's talk about this trade here first. I'll get to that entry as well. But now, what happens on this candle on December 22nd, 9:30 in the morning? This candle closes below. Is there another candle closes below? Yeah, sorry, this one. 8:45 a.m. December 22nd. This candle closes below this higher low of this one, right? What does that mean? What happened? We were in a bullish trend. A candle closed below the previous 15 minutes higher low. What's happened now, guys? I wanna hear from you guys. Can you type in the chat? What does that mean now? What happened here? A candle closed below the higher low. What's happening now? Lower low. And what's the trend now? What is the trend now? What is the trend? Bear. Okay. Awesome. So at this candle, the trend became bearish again, okay? And this candle and this candle and this huge ass candle confirmed that the trend is bearish now, okay? So we were riding from December 20th all the way up to December 21st for 2 days. Trend was bullish, but this candle here, because it closed below here, it confirmed the trend is bearish now. When the trend is bearish, do you buy calls? When the trend is bearish, do we buy calls? Anyone? Okay. So, what was the answer to this question so far? No, we don't buy. No, we buy puts, yeah. Okay. DAWFS, yeah, you're right. But we don't buy puts right now. Exactly. You're looking for a retest. You're gonna look for much more than the retest. But you do not buy calls here, even though it's bouncing. You can scalp them, but it's against what my learning is, because you were in a bullish trend, it became bearish. As soon as it turns bearish, you take the thought outside of your head about buying calls. It's gone. We're done with it. Okay, let me show you what happens now. So I'm gonna play this at half the speed so you guys can see it. Ooh, look what happened. So if we bought calls here in a fucking bearish downtrend, we're gonna get fucked. Well, yeah, we would have a stop loss here of 10%, like I always talk about it. So we'll only lose 10%, but still, you don't buy calls here. The reason why? Because the trend became bearish. Now, okay, so that's the answer to that question. Now, need some answers from you guys. Let's talk about swings after. No, I don't swing. Let's talk about swings after, but I don't do them. Question, another question. Do we buy puts here? 10 a.m. candle? Anyone? Is it 10 a.m. or 10:15? 10 a.m. Do we buy puts here on this candle? Looks such a huge ass candle going down. Do we buy puts here? Anyone? Mo7 is typing. Someone else is typing. Guys, if you're wrong, it's okay. I'm wrong too sometimes. Don't be scared to type. I see 27 people and 3 or 4 replies. Everyone who's saying retest is correct. Yeah, and whoever said no is correct. We don't buy anything on the first candle. Let's play it. We'll see the entry. If we get the entry, we get the entry. If we don't get the entry, we missed an opportunity. That's fine. We missed an opportunity to go puts here. That's okay. And I'll tell you what the best trade was. I'll show you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly play this out so we're not wasting time here. Okay. This, let's say there's actually a better trade here at the top. I'm going to talk about that, but for the sake of just this exercise, what we're doing here right now, do we buy puts on here, on this candle, on this candle? So candle number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But why do I only have 4 arrows then? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's this one too. And there's this one here. Okay. Which candle do we buy puts on? 2, 3, 3. Let me mark them so there's no confusion. 1, 2, 3. I want the safest answer, guys. Not aggressive entry. Safest answer. Which candle do we buy puts on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the safest entry? The most 99% chance, 9 out of 10 times it will work for us. Yeah. Yeah. 4 is the answer, guys. 4. Why? Because we're testing a zone. Anyone who's buying puts on 5, leave the chat right now. You're not following. Sorry, I shouldn't say leave the chat, but please watch my videos. Anyone who's buying puts here, there's a guy who actually, when I alerted yesterday, a signal, he bought puts. The move was calls. He bought right at the top, right? So anyone who's buying puts here, you're not following what I'm trying to teach you guys. Okay, so if your answer was 5, please watch my videos. Okay, 3 and 4. This is a decision I go through every day. It's always in my mind to actually enter here when I'm FOMOing. You know, some days you want to make that $1,000 really fast, and let's say I'm in a rush, I have to go to a meeting. When this candle happens, I want to fucking enter very fast because look, we're in a bearish downtrend. We know it's going down. But what can happen is this. Let's say buyers step in on the zone, they might do that, right? So, and then we'll lose 10-15% here. Okay, so instead what I preach is this. Oh, fucking magnet. Which one's the no, that wasn't magnet. So instead what I teach is this. So that tells me that when the price is coming down, you wait for a retest candle, and then at some point you enter here, you buy 3-4 contracts, you sell 3 on the way, and if you're greedy, you can hold 1 for the touching the zone, which it did. Look, it's not rocket science. Now I'll get to your questions in a second. Let me just finish this. Now look, we missed a trade here. It's okay missing a trade. I've been trying to teach that. December 22nd, 10 a.m. candle. It went straight to the zone. We did not get a retest. That's okay. Look how many trades we got. 1 trade here. Now let me show you. And we have, let me delete this line. Look, I didn't even know about this. I just fucking checked it. What's the higher low? 38.47. What does the price do? Comes down, tests it, and goes down. Like, do you really need to FOMO it? Guys, like, it's giving us entries right in front of our eyes. Puts entry right here. Comes down, closes below it, below the zone. Candle number 2, candle number 3, candle number 4 rejects right from it. This one rejected too, right? So you can call it entry 2. And we can call this one entry 3. Okay. Where is entry 1? How about your stop limit? I mean, where do you sell the most profitable so that you don't lose the money? Because sometimes, yeah, I'll answer these questions in a second. Okay, I will. But where is entry number 1? Can anyone tell me? I'll zoom in into that, so you can see every single 15 minutes candle. Although it's in, let's see. Does anyone know where's entry number 1? Sorry, ignore the kids at the back, man. Saturday, kids are gonna be around 38.70. Do you only trade 15? No, I trade 15 and 1 hour. I'll show you my setup in a second. By the 38.80 zone. Exactly, guys. So I know that the real higher low was broken here. Okay, now there's one more technique that I'm gonna teach you just now. Okay, so the real higher low was broken here, but if you put a line here, or let's just do this. So price made a high. Sorry. So the price made a high. We have a higher low, higher high, and then the price is rejecting here and coming back down, right? So a very aggressive entry is this, right? So a rejection from here, this zone, because we see that the price actually was making highs, all these. And first of all, let me give you another context. We are No, that was a different zone. Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna show that later. Sorry. But anyways, yeah. So the price came below the zone, retested it, and went back down. So another entry could have been here too. But I think this happened. This happened early in the morning. We would miss it anyways. Let me see. Yeah, we would miss it anyways. Okay, because it's 5:30 a.m. Unless you're trading futures, you wouldn't catch that. But yeah, that was another entry. But only relevant entries in this exercise are these two. We missed this entry here, and that wasn't a buy. Okay, you guys with me? Are you guys understanding what I'm talking about? Anyone? You guys know what I'm talking about? You with me? Is anyone like confused? What's going on here? I will answer the questions. If people have been asking questions, I will get to them now. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get to the question. How about your stop limit? Oh, basically where I'm selling for profit and the most profitable so that you don't lose. Look, so in a SPX contract, right? If you understand how they work, you can actually trade SPY as well, but I'm gonna give an example of SPX. So let's say you don't have a big account. Let's talk about step by step. Let's say a person with $3,000 account, right? You need minimum $2,000 to $3,000 to trade this, anyways. Okay, so that person can only buy one contract, and you should only buy one contract. Don't risk more than, I'd say if you have $3,000, buy like a contract worth like $500-$600. Don't go more than that, right? And so what you want to do is you would get. So let's get into 5 minutes. Okay, so you would enter at any of these candles, okay? And there's two ways to do stop losses. I have slightly higher risk tolerance than other traders because my background is Forex. I actually want to see a close above on a 15 minutes chart. I want to see a close above this line. Like let's say I entered at this candle. I want the price to close here, like the candle to close above for me to get out and accept that I was wrong, right? But typically for SPX, because it moves so fast, I'd say go with about 10-15% stop loss. Okay, so you enter 10-15, so enter at $600, you're risking about 15% is $90. You're risking about $90, and you're going for that stupid move. I would say for a small account, aim for anywhere from 25 to 30% winner. That's all. So if you're buying at $600, you see about 25%, which is 150. You get out. That's it. You've made 150 on a $3,000 account. That's approximately 5% on the account. If you want to make way more than that, you're being greedy. I'm gonna be honest. This is not about becoming a millionaire in a day. It's a process. It'll take time. Okay, now getting to people who actually have $5,000 or $10,000 account, they can afford 2, 3, or more contracts, and I'd advise you guys to actually just first practice before entering like a big size, right? Because emotions will kick in if the move goes against you, right? So you buy 2, 3 contracts again at the same place, one of these candles. Now this one, or this one, not this one, okay? Because this is rejecting. And then safest candles are this one and this one. This is a doji. And then let's say you enter 2 contracts here. Halfway down, you're probably gonna be up to $5,300. You sell one and you hold one. Why do you hold one? And on that one that you're holding, your stop losses are break even now. You don't let it go below your entry. And then you wait for it to touch the zone. As soon as the second contract touches the zone, this is about 38.47, 38.24. Boy, this is around $1,000 if you enter the right. So let's say this is 38.47. You're entering 38.60 puts, right? It'll be around, if the IV is around 18 to 20%, it'll be around $800. So from $800 to like $1,600. Just double it. One contract, right? One sell on the way, take your $200-300 profit and keep one with stop loss at break even. Let it go for the full move. Okay, so momentum matters as well, right? I mean, if we entered a bearish downtrend, we have momentum. 9 out of 10 times it's gonna go to the next zone. There will be times where it returns halfway, and that's why I always say take profits while you're in profits. Hope I answered your question. How do you not consider any of the zones as a bounce? I do. It will bounce. Look, it bounced here, but I'm not gonna go long if I've entered a downtrend. Why would I go long? I mean, unless I'm a scalper. My mind is like, I have a trend here. It's going up, it's going down in clean moves, right? So price, if the price was doing this all day, okay, makes sense. Sell, buy puts here, buy calls here, and so on, right? But it's not my style. I don't want to do that. It's 5 days in a week, 20 days in a month, 240 trading days in a year. I only want to trade about 100 days, maybe, if that, right? So everyone has a difference. So I only want to trade about 100 days, uh, hit my goal, and that's it. I don't need to trade every day. And I don't want to trade 2-3 times a day. I'm only doing that. I think I repeated this before. I'm only doing that to teach you guys. Like, usually this is my setup: 1 hour and 4 hours, right? Look how clean this move is. Anyways, back to 15 minutes. Okay. Where can I watch this recorded later? I'll upload it, and then you can, uh, what's it called? I have a YouTube video too. I'll upload all the videos there actually. I know a lot of people have been asking me that. How big enough account do you recommend having to trade SPX and not over risk? So Mike, if you have not done this before, I would um, emphasize that please open a practice account and practice there, and get used to how SPX moves. If you guys are already aware of how SPX moves, please try SPY and just buy more contracts instead of buying one contract. Okay, anyone who's starting out, don't buy more than one contract, because it does move pretty fast. How much out of the money do you go? So Benji, about 10 points plus minus. So if the price is at, so let's say my entry number 2 was here, right? Price is at 38.47. I'm entering puts. I'll probably go 38.25 or 38.30. No, 38.35 or 30. So in the middle here or here. That's it. Not too far. Also, you have to watch the IV, implied volatility. So for example, on days Powell speaks or any of the Fed speakers speak, I have a channel here called Economic Calendar. I have a bot that's running. Anytime you see like high, there's most likely there's gonna be a stupid move. So on these days, IV is high. So when IV is high, contracts will be expensive. So you can avoid those days, or trade after the event. Trade after the event. Next question. Okay, there's 2 people tagging me here. Thank you for everything. Putting in work. Thank you, sir. Where's any more questions, guys? I think so. I answered your questions. Let's just play this, and before I go, I'll show you guys my setup for people who haven't seen this. Okay, this is how I trade, guys. I have a 15 minutes on the left hand side looking for entries. 1 hour tells me the trend. And I went over this yesterday. I did not record it, but we were able to catch this move yesterday. Most of it. I think I missed the morning entry because I wasn't here. The 9:31. Oh, so this is the previous day. We caught this, and then the next day we caught this as well. So this I missed this move because I wasn't here, but we caught like the next wave here. Examples are in how to draw structures channel and members chat. Okay, 2 people are typing. I'll answer questions and I'm done. I gotta go to my kids. Do you have a rule of thumb for zone accuracy, like plus minus couple of points I use, since they won't be exact? So, it's a good point that you bring it up, Steve. Thing is, it doesn't matter where the let me show you. So if because you're entering on a retest, 8 out of 10 times you're not going to be faked out. This is not going to happen to you. Look here. Okay, if I play this, if the replay thing will show me, look. Let's stop here. I'm going to answer that question by example. Ooh. Okay. Did I get the right one? Oh no. Something. What the fuck just happened? Oh, I did it the wrong. I was like, what the fuck? It was this candle. Okay, it moved too fast. But you guys saw that? Price went up above the zone at 39.91. It faked out. But what saved me was I don't enter on this candle. I want to wait for a retest. So what that means is I need to see this. First of all, these zones are too close. But anyways, I need to see this to enter. That's the whole point. If I don't see it, if I don't see a retest coming back and going up, I'm not entering. So I don't get faked out. So even if the zones are off by 2-3 points, that's okay, right? I'm gonna enter on a retest. Did I answer your question? Can you draw the pattern for current move if it's going up and up? Bro, there's no pattern right now. I mean, it's just fucking going up. I don't know where it's gonna stop. I don't try to like over predict where it's gonna go. Like, I don't care where it's gonna go. Let me show you why. So 4 hours. Look, this is what we care about as people who are, as traders who are trading structures. This is all we care about. So the answer to the question is this: what's the previous high? Lower high, because we were in a downtrend, remember? What's the previous high here? So if I follow the snake pattern and go reverse, it's this, maybe that, but we can just skip it. Okay, this is the previous high here. Now what does Jazzy care about? What I care about is this. So I'm gonna go to my 1 hour first. This was the line. Okay, first of all I have zones, but I'm just gonna, just for example's sake, price went above this, came back, retested way below, and then boom, right? So at this point in time, at this point in time, look, it even test the zone on 4 hour. Like how clean this is on the 4 hour chart. But anyways, it went above the previous high, candle closed above it. What that tells me is the trend has changed. It's bullish. So I don't try to predict how high it's gonna go, how low it's gonna go. Like, I mean, I'm not good at that. No one can do that unless you have billions and billions of dollars. You can't move the markets. You don't know where it's gonna go. I mean, it could do so many things now. Look, price can do this, right? Or some bad news comes out on Monday and Tuesday. There's an event on Tuesday. Someone posted yesterday. You can just do this, right? So are we in the predicting business? We're not. We're traders, right? We just want price to react to some levels of supply and demand in the past and make decisions based on that. That's the goal here. Not in prediction business. We're not economists, or we don't have PhDs to read those fucking fundamentals to see what the Fed's gonna do, what the government's gonna do. Like, that's all like jazz. I mean, yeah, the news matter on the day when we're trading, but try to trade after the fact. Okay, back to Discord. Is what dear teacher. 1 second. Wednesday. How large are your zones? Like, I think 4 to 5 points maximum. 4017. Yeah, see, 5 points. So this is the big one. Most of these are 4 to 5 points. How large is on these things? Can you draw pattern for? I've done that. I know you don't play gaps, but there's a big one between 4049 right on the top of the leverage, and if you add the 2 MA, it lines up to so to see the gaps, I'm gonna have to go to SPX, and yeah, there's a gap here. This is the first gap. Yeah, so that's a, I know people play that. So 4049 4070 4049, it's probably this one. I think it's talking about this one, and it's going to 4. Yeah, I know some people play that. So what, what's his name? What's this guy's name? Oh, Discord crashed. Hey, I'm back. The Discord crashed, I think. Hey guys, can you hear me still? The server crashed. Okay, awesome. I'm back. So Hector is saying 4049 4070 on the 1 hour. Yeah, you're right. Look, there's a gap here. No, is this the gap? No, sorry. This is the gap. This is a gap. So price coming down, gap. So this is for sure a gap here. Okay, so this is for sure a gap. This one is a gap too. Price was coming down. Yeah, this is a gap. Okay, so what you're saying is price might do this. Yeah, of course. I just don't play it. That's fine. Or it might do this. But it's a good strategy. I mean, if the price goes above, you enter on a retest. So if you go on a 15 minutes chart, right, and the price actually does break above, holds above it, comes back down, you enter here for calls. But I'm not gonna play that. Not my style. Back to questions. Is this what DR teacher? Bro, come on. What does this mean? DR teacher, what's that? We broke the bearish trend. We did, sir. Yes, we're bullish now. See, I just talked about it. So I talked about the 4 hour, right? What's the previous high? Around here, close to 4009 or 4005. Once we close above it, we broke the bearish downtrend on this time frame. But if you go like weekly, we're probably still bearish. Yeah, we are bearish. And back to 4 hours. Next question. Can you explain how are you choosing the candles to draw the HH and LH? What do you mean? Like, how do I decide? Hey, stock IT, you're asking how do I decide what's a higher high and what's a lower high? Like, how do I draw? How are you choosing candles? It's an it's an approximation. You're not looking. You were choosing candles right next to each other. You were choosing candles right next. So when I'm drawing this, it doesn't actually matter. So it doesn't matter which exact fucking candle I'm choosing. That doesn't matter. So let me write this down because I think it's not clear. Where the hell is text here? So identify trend. Identify areas of interest where we might enter. Take profits along the way. Leave runners if you want to. That's it. So when I draw this, I should be starting from here. You can call me lazy or you can call me trying to save time here. That's all. I should be doing this. Lower high. The reason I'm skipping these candles is I want to see a clear, what's that called? a clear move away from the trend. So when I come here, it's a wick at the top. Like, I don't consider this a lower low. I'm on a 4-hour right now. So I want to see a clear break of the trend. See that? I can put it here too, but you know, this is the proper way, but sometimes I skip, if that's what your question is. Yeah, I skip some candles sometimes. Yes, Jazzy being lazy. That's all. So this guy here closed above the previous high. We tried to go bullish. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw this for you. Look, I'm gonna skip this. So every time there's like candles right next to each other, there's indecision here. This consolidation is not really a lower low. This is the real lower low, lower high, lower low. Actually, this is debatable. This is debatable as well. But for the sake of exercise, let's do another one. Lower high, lower low, high, lower low. Okay, hope I answered your question. And then if I go to 1 hour, this was the move that many people missed who don't know what this strategy is, but we caught it. How did we catch it? So this was drawn on 4 hour, okay? Please know I'm switching time frames. I'm in 1 hour now. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay? Okay. Now, what's my previous lower high? What's my previous lower high? Here. 3939. Option H. Draw a line here. Replay. Okay? We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Okay? Bearish downtrend. Everyone agrees? I will get to the questions. Answer the question. Answer my question first. Bearish downtrend. Everyone agrees? Yeah? Yes. Okay. Now, what's price doing? Price is testing previous high of the structure, 39.39. Okay. People are taking profits here. The people who were short are taking profits, right? And then it gets rejected and comes back down. What happens after that? What happened on this candle? This is an engulfing candle, engulfing bar that closed above previous high. The trend changed here on this candle. But do we enter here? I personally don't. Some people do. I don't. I want to wait for a retest back of either my zone or the previous high. Okay? Either the retest of my zone or previous high to enter. Double bottom test of the previous high. Not magic, right? Is this magic? Is this fucking testing previous high? Like, this should be the easiest entry of them all. If you look on 15 minutes, it's much more clearer, but yeah. No, I lost. I lost myself. I'm gonna go back 1 hour because I was explaining in 1 hour. Anyways, comes back down, retest, enter. Let's remember this zone here, 39.45. Okay, so here the entry that anyone could have caught was this one, this candle, to go long. Okay, 1 second. Did I answer anyone? It's also right under 200 MA on the 1 hour. My thoughts, bro. Look, Hector. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go, man. Seriously, and I don't care about it. I just explained it why. Look, traders, furus, they'll come on every day and say, market's gonna move up now, it's gonna go down now. I seriously don't know where it's gonna go. that's not the point. Point is, we're traders, our job is to make money. And how do we make money? We want to know what's the probability of the price action when it comes into this zone, which is a previous supply or demand area. What's the probability, like I was explaining before, what's price gonna do when it closes above a previous high and retests that previous high? What is the probability of the price going and doing this? What is the probability? In my mind, 8 out of 10. It will do that, right? And we were, if you go to members chat, I did post all this. What I'm talking about here, I'm not just like talking in the ear. I posted all these charts daily. And if you now see what happened after that was this. I'm not saying we caught all of this move because I have rules to enter. Okay, we entered here. We probably missed this one. We entered here many times. We entered here. We entered here. I don't think we entered here because that was close to the close. Oh no, we did enter here. We entered here. I did a 200% winner on Friday, if you guys remember. We did enter here. Okay. You were choosing candles. It's the trend. How far back you're going to determine trend has been broken currently? Just on the 4 hour, just a couple of weeks. Uh, so the idea is, the guy I learned it from, he taught me that you should be able to see all the candles. As soon as you see this is subcarry. Okay, this. But look, the best case scenario is weekly is bullish. Weekly is bearish, daily is bearish. I'm just saying. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying hypothetically. Weekly is bullish. Weekly is bearish. Daily is bearish. 4 hours bearish. Like everything's fucking bearish. You just short the pops, but that's not how market works. Okay. What's AOI, area of interest? Thanks for K class. We're good. We're good. We're good. When you trade calls for SPX, how far? I just expiration 0 DTE. Thanks for your time. With your starter, what kind of contracts are you choosing? On out of the money, in the money? I'm doing mostly out of the money, but only about 5 to 10 points off the spot price. But then on Friday, if I'm trading on Friday, it's usually close to the money, so at the money. Are you recording this, Jim? Yeah, I'm recording it. Can you have your own chat room? I have it now. I have it, but I'm gonna be trading Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. From next week, I'll do 5 days, but after that, I won't be able to Wednesdays and Thursdays. I handle IT support here and much more. I have other contract. When you're showing the 1 hour candle at 12:30 at the retest. Okay, let me go there. When you were showing the 1 hour candle at 12:30. Where's 12? 12:30. That's 10 a.m. 1 hour cannot be 12:30, bro. You mean something else, right? What's this guy? J. Alexander, you're saying 1 hour candle at 12:30? There's no 1 hour is always like in the full hours. You see that? It shouldn't be 12:30. Maybe you mean 1 o'clock? What's 1 o'clock? No, I don't see. So, J. Alexander, I don't understand your question. Sorry. You're a good guy. Your way of trading. Thank you. Do you do futures? I am planning to. Futures will make you more money on the strategy I'm teaching for sure. So, for example, look at this guy Dow, Papa Dow. Look how easy this is. This is so fucking easy to trade. How many people are on right now? What's the time? 2:52. Is my wife gonna get mad if I take more time now? She probably will. 4 hours. Yeah, another time. We'll do another time, guys. If I spend another like 10-15 minutes, she's gonna go crazy. You know how wives are. Okay. Are you doing mentorship? I'll have to ask Kevin. I don't know what mentorship. I'm just gonna come on, do voice chats, give you guys plays, teach you how to do it. That's it, man. That's what it's all about. Okay. Yeah, stock IT. I will. Thank you, guys. I have recorded this. I will